I see the red light.
Oh my gosh, red light. We're recording, boys. Who wants the intro? Somebody intro it. Somebody intro it.
Go, John.
Oh, you're pointing down to me? It would be more like this, but all right, let's see. When last we wrapped up, actually it's been a while. I don't remember what happened when last we wrapped up, but welcome to the Big Bottom Group Podcast, episode 20, or XX, if we're Roman.
Ooh.
We're not strippers yet, so we're not 3 X's, but we're also not straight edge with just the one.
It's 2 X's.
So, X's. Gang, we to our regular people out there that follow us, we took a little time off at the beginning of fall. We all had some things we had to address.
Yes.
And that's what we did. We, the start of the fall, end of summer, we all had a few things to do, some life changes for all of us. So
the evil eye took precedence and decided.
Steve got an evil eye, so
Steve got an evil eye. John bought a house.
I did.
That's rad. It's exciting, man.
If the people will notice, they'll see that there's nothing on the wall right there.
Yeah,
that's what I spent all last weekend doing. Is they took everything off the walls, patched all the holes and stuff, and so official closings next Friday, and then I got a couple weeks before the moving truck gets here.
Wow.
Because my lease runs out a little. I've got a little overlap, but
okay.
I'd rather do that than be scrambling to do everything in 1 week, especially with doing the work from home, help the kids do virtual learning from home, have to get the internet up immediately kind of thing would be a little rough.
That can be rough, yeah.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's rad.
Thanks.
We're stoked for you, brother.
I'm moving out into the country.
Woo!
I know.
How far from where you are right now, John?
It's like, actually from here, probably about a 15, 20-minute drive.
Okay.
It's basically southeast.
Okay.
It's funny because it's in a little town. I'm in the north part of a village called Vicksburg, which ties into our podcast because Vicksburg, if many people know, was where American Winding was, which was the company that did everything for Dean Markley.
Wow.
Ooh, historic value.
Yes.
That's cool. That's some history. That's rad.
Yep. So before Markley got sold a couple years back, that's where all their strings were being made. So yeah, in this little southwest corner of Michigan, you had GHS and Dean Markley. So you had a lot of everything.
I mean, those are some of the biggest names in string manufacturing there, for sure.
Iconic.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think Dean Markley was the company to bring Blue Steels, the first one to do the cryogenic treatment on strings and stuff like that. So
I remember those. Those were cool.
I liked
them back then. I liked them.
That was my first set of strings I ever bought.
That's rad. Man.
I think my first were Roto Sounds.
I got to go. Yeah, the swing
66.
66.
Yep.
Those were them. And I remember the first ones that I bought, I went and tried to change the strings, and I was such a dumb shit that I broke one, and I went back to the store, and they're like, you don't know how to change strings. And I'm like, well, something's wrong with it, typically. So I had to buy another set and learn how to change my strings. But I got yelled at. I got scolded. That was Coast Music in Costa Mesa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I bought my PV Combo 300 there with the Black Widow 115. Yeah.
I had a Black Widow 115 was my first cabinet too. It was like a no-name with a PV in it and a Trainer tube head.
Oh, those are nice.
I would kill for now.
Yeah.
Those are killer, man. Those are nice. Wow.
Yeah, I think mine was it was a 1x15 crate combo.
Yeah. That's rad.
Solid.
It was a tank.
Yeah, that Combo 300, I put casters on it, and I would roll it to rehearsals in Huntington Beach, like down Hamilton Avenue, and it was with my bass. I don't even think I had a case, my 76 P bass on top of it, and I'd be rolling down, and it would get stuck on the concrete and just done. But I'd roll it.
What you would do in your teenage years that you like?
Yeah, I had no
put
car.
up with.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know?
I had no car. I was like, yeah, I got an amp. It's so dumb. So rad though. It was awesome. So, yeah. And then yeah, and then I had the good old retinal detachment. So, but I can see now.
Steve had we took care of some eye stuff, but
Yeah.
he's
Yep.
great now. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't say I did anything cool or had any medical issues,
That's
but
okay. You're working. I mean, you
Yeah.
work is picking up. So for you, right?
man, I'm looking at a new studio space.
Nice.
So just get personal for a second. I
Yes.
don't know if the crowd wants to hear this. Post-COVID, well, pre-COVID rather, excuse me, coming back from NAMM, I put an email out to a couple hundred local musicians that I work with.
Okay.
And I said, this is what I'm doing. This is what I plan on doing. This is way before we knew anything was going to happen.
Mhm.
I'm getting a space. I'm going to, I'm not asking anybody for any money. I'm going to set it up. It'll have a back line there. Nobody will just bring your instruments. Everything will be professionally done. There'll be a Mac on house and so forth. And if we want to do some so forth, and I'll be working with my friend Jay Blout he's at from Harman Audio. So it'll be Harman Audio's office
Wow.
over the Boston, and basically in the town I grew up with. And fast forward it, I'm looking at a spot now there
Cool.
with another group of musicians that I started working with recently during COVID. What's happened for me like this fall was there's a lot of funky fusiony in prog guys. I think are just getting, are writing. There's a lot of writing like Steve Deeb, and I'm working with this other guitar player, Sam Byrne, and they're like, definitely like instrumentally rippy type dudes, sort of like what Joe does. And I'm getting calls left and right for this stuff.
Nice.
So I'm like, it's time. So now I'm looks like I'm getting a place in the town that I wanted to, in my hometown that I grew up in. So
Cool.
Dude,
just
that's
9 miles north of Boston. So I'm pretty stoked.
I think music's coming back, like
Oh,
slowly,
sure.
surely.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I just took some gigs right before this for some large theater shows for early 2021. Now I don't know if they're going to get canceled, but we
Mhm.
discussed money, payment, and everything, and show schedule and capacity and expectations and rehearsals. Literally 45 minutes before this podcast. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
I'm pretty psyched. Yeah, work is coming.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I can't thank the universe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have some gigs coming up, which is nice. Outdoors,
Yep.
corporate, little casual things. So that's kind of cool. I just got a call for one. So little by little, see what
I,
happens.
my wife's a makeup artist,
Mhm.
and there's she works with weddings and so forth, and so many weddings are rescheduled for next summer, and that's something I talked about on Facebook. It's going to be one hell of a party summer in 2021.
Hmm.
It's going to be one. People are frustrated. We have an election year. People have been cooped up for 7 months.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people out of work. Psychologically, it's not great for people. People see this all the time.
I know.
They're looking at They're looking at people's eyes.
No
They
facial
can't see face expression. They
smile.
can't see a smile. They can't see that English, that gesture, and I think that does a lot to the human psyche.
Hmm.
I really do. I don't have a psych degree, but this is what I firmly believe, and I think next year
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
going to be explosive. I just want to have a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're definitely keeping this up. This is coming back.
Hmm.
Third season's coming. We'll have
Third
more,
season.
Yes.
more stuff, more people, more things,
More explosions.
more. Yes, yeah, it'll be good. I actually
Guns and fireworks.
what's
Yeah.
that?
Guns and fireworks.
Yeah.
Guns and fireworks.
Yeah, I did that podcast with Ivan Carranza from
Mm.
and he was talking about our podcast and he loves it and we got to have him on big shout out. He's awesome, incredible. He's one of the young guns that's I've been watching his videos. Like he's just come up, and his stuff is just killer, man. He really does a good job, and he's just a great guy, great kid, and we, he gave huge kudos and shout out to you guys. Loves you guys, and goes, dude, I listen to him all the time, and it was rad, man. It was really, really cool, and he just really loves what we're doing. So I really appreciate him, and yeah,
Sweet.
Is a
Yeah,
big,
amen.
yeah, he's cool. So we'll have him on, but it was rad. I got to talk about us. Yeah, it was cool.
I will contact him. Hey, we had we were going to talk about a couple things today. He were kind of like off the cuff, sharing a conversation with everybody. But
This is our wrap up. This is our wrap up.
Point two. I think we're going to talk about gig bags too, aren't we? At some point in time.
We are. We had. I'll have to go back, but we had a couple of viewers, watchers, fans, whatever, family, whatever, kind of ask us questions. And
So first off, everyone, gig bags.
Gig bags.
Yeah, gig bags and what's in.
I don't know why this is the international symbol for gig bags. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. That's more of like an Enki.
I thought it was this. Gig bag. Come on.
Gig bag, gig bag, gig bag, gig bag.
Oh, you do it like this. I do it like this.
I know.
Ah. Is that East Coast, West Coast?
Might be an East Coast, West Coast thing.
I don't know. So
Yeah. West Coast does this. Midwest hooks the thumb a little bit, and then East Coast is like, screw it, we're just going like this.
We're just going. We're doing it like this.
I think I had it written down. Let me see. Hold on a second.
And I was the one that was asking. I was like, is there anything we need to do to prep for this? And
No.
things?
I
He's
think
like,
just,
no.
Gear bag. Yeah, gig bag was one of the questions. The other one was practice routines, but we can do that one next time. So, because I know all of us, I mean, my bases have lived in gig bags, and that's all I've used for. I can't even remember the last time I used a case.
Yeah.
Gig. I mean, it's.
I think gig bags for me have been pretty exclusive.
Yeah.
Or real gig wise.
Yeah.
For the last
20, 30 years, man. Like.
I think it's
20 for sure.
Yeah. I think you both probably say the same thing. It was like, I didn't like gig bags until I invested in a good one.
Yes. Yeah.
And because there is a pretty big divide between cheap gig bags and expensive gig bags.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My favorite.
Yep.
Right now is Aniki's working on a couple of things. I actually got an email from Dave the other day.
Oh, nice.
Which is, so they're not out of the picture right now,
That's
but
good.
it's still this music area.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Hold on. Sorry.
Do I have food in this one?
I know. Are there mints?
There might be.
Or what about some flan?
There's no flan. Business cards. So
Do
guys,
people still make those?
I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have business cards. I think business cards are still a thing.
I do.
Yeah.
Look, I like the MOO.com. Kind of rad. I like their business cards a lot. They're like these small little ones. And then I have this one.
I have to have a picture of myself on them.
Well.
Oh, I remember that one.
Too.
Speak too soon. Look at that. Yeah. I like the little mood. And you upload all your artwork and got base hang ones. I should make some for when the NAMM show gets back. We'll make some big bottom ones.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I put business cards in mine. I always have a pen with a pen. Oh, well, wait, not a pen. Sorry. Sharpie setlist marker.
Nice.
Right?
Nice. Uh-huh.
All right.
So this is Tony's gear, like what you have in your gig bag, no matter what, all the time. Correct? You go to a gig. This is.
I'm going to be lying if I did that all the time. This is for me right now, like
Okay.
one particular. So I've got what's back here. I'm pulling out a couple of
Yeah, quarter-inch
Speaker cables.
Speak on. Nice.
cables. And I'll tell you the reason why. I have specific speak on cables back here because I have a little Galen Kruger 2.2 pound head that goes into my I think I have it upstairs actually. My effects bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
in my effects bag, and so I can slip that with my effects.
Cool.
My effects bag goes with me everywhere,
Yeah.
which I'll keep an 18 and a 15 in it,
Okay.
regular quarter-inch cables, and then I'll keep it. It's 1 kilogram, and it's the head's that big.
Mm-hmm.
The speaker cables it was just space for there, but normally I'll have a laptop or an iPad. I'll keep in mind,
Mhm.
right?
Shout out music area gig bags. Love them. They're
Gary
great.
gave me. Oh,
Yep.
but usually have the laptop in here.
Yeah.
What else? Oh,
Oh,
I forgot the cruise tools for
okay.
adjustment.
Those
Uh,
I love cruise tools are fantastic. They're great.
they're great.
Yeah.
Italian leather strap,
Hmm.
and
You love those guys. They were sponsors in the first season. Music
Mhm.
area sponsors second season, correct? Or no, first season or second season? I forget. They'll know.
first, uh,
The people know.
Yeah, they figured it
and
out.
then I just took this out. Charts,
Nice. Nice.
So charts. That's what's with me all the time. An additional because you don't know, like I drink coffee a lot, right? So you guys laugh. Like I will normally carry
Dude,
um, mints.
Werther's?
Yeah, I
Oh
would usually
man.
carry a mint. Usually carry Werther's. I'll
Yeah,
tell
he carries Werther's and then a nice little crystal bowl, so he puts it on top of the amp so he can display the Werther's.
But when I get to a rehearsal, for me, like um, keys, phone, and wallet goes. So I'll never forget it. I don't put stuff down
Yeah.
ever on my amp or near anything or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Keys, phone, wallet is in the gig bag,
Cool.
so I can't make a mistake.
Yeah.
I can't make a mistake. I love this little hand thing. I don't know what this is really for, right? This little pass through.
I think you found a great. That's what it's for. You found the use.
If I'm in a tight area like a plane, I put my hand in like this, and because
That's
I'm
awesome.
not a little dude.
Yeah.
I'm wide.
And you always have to have that top pocket. That's important. Like companies.
I live out of this top pocket,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
That's a no-brainer. And along with the handle on the front. That
Oh yeah, just a regular front carry handle is.
guys don't get that.
So I have,
Yep.
Yeah,
but
and
one
that's
thing
a
I
nice
like about
one.
the music area. And here's the other thing. You guys are gonna laugh. There might be a little thing. I don't normally have anxiety when I travel.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people do. The
Mhm.
only time is I get a little anxious is when I'm going through, putting an instrument through the checkpoints.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And then making sure that I don't have the mean person at the gate saying, "Oh, guitar's got to be gate checked." Blah, 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 blah. So I mean, sometimes that's a little bit out of our control, right?
Right.
But going through the checkpoints, one of the other things I love, and I don't know if you guys can see behind me. It's kind of empty at the point. I have a rack behind me that I put 9. It can hold 9 instruments.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I see it. Yep.
One of the
Mhm.
things I like is these straps. Right. I want to be able to get rid of these straps. So
Right.
if I undo these, one of the things I like about the music area, which mono is is I can ditch them.
That's
Right.
a cool thing.
I'm a little out of focus. I don't know why, but
Back in. There you are. Yeah.
so it goes right through a machine, easy.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to continue this chat about bags for a second. I apologize if I'm bogarting.
No,
I'm going to
dude,
get the very popular mono bag, right?
we're gonna take turns on this, so this is great to know.
I like-
That's the sleeve, correct?
No, this
No.
is the
M80.
It's not the M80. It's what's the one?
The Vertigo.
The Vertigo
Okay.
with the boot.
Yep.
And I gotta admit, I do like the boot. There is something like that on the music area, but this boot is better. I won't lie.
Yeah, it's
Mono, you did a good boot, right? You did a good boot.
sturdy as hell.
Sturdy as hell, but you can't take these straps. There's nowhere for these straps to hide.
Yeah.
Right.
There's one downside. I'm like, come on, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You could have put something here. And I do like, I kind of like with the music area where they have, it opens up the frontier and I could put stuff here.
Sure.
Yep.
They have a very big, deep pocket.
Mm-hmm.
What's in here? What do I have in here? Oh. Whoa, whoa, hey.
Hey, look at that.
Oh.
Are those the
in there?
are those the ones that I gave you from my personal collection?
Oh, staff.
No. You want to know the truth? You want to laugh at me? I have them set aside special
Nice.
for my record that I'm doing at the end of the year. I'm actually
nice.
specifically, I don't want to say I'm hoarding, but
No, you're
I'm,
hoarding them. That's okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong.
I'm selectively waiting.
That's okay, man. That's all right. The one thing with the mono that I did not like is it doesn't have that front handle.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like the mono's a good bag.
Yeah.
It's an excellent bag. It is but it is not my favorite bag.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't.
No.
The reason I didn't go for it, that front handle, very important, and gotta have it.
What I like more with mono
Mhm.
is they're smaller, like my effects bag.
Got it. Okay. The tick or the flea, what do they call it? Do they call it like?
No, the tick is the thing that goes on the front here.
Okay.
And I have a tick somewhere.
You have a tick?
I have a.
Sorry. Cheap joke.
You guys are just making me laugh.
John.
I mean, it's not even that season yet, Steve.
Thank you,
So
John.
come on.
No, you laughed. You laughed. Tony didn't, but you laughed.
I am laughing actually. I'm laughing at like a little kid right now. You know.
He's crying inside, just so you know.
I'm just happy to be on this thing again.
Yeah, I have a tick somewhere here.
I'm just fucking happy.
Actually, while he's doing that, I'm going to prep mine, so
Prep
I will
your-
be right back.
Prep yours. All right. So, Tony, okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. If I can, I'm detouring for a second.
but we're talking must-haves for you, Tony. Strap, cables, like must-have in your gig bag. We're talking
Must have for me is well, obviously I keep a strap per bag.
per bag, cables,
Strap per bag.
instrument cables,
Instrument cables. I always keep a Sharpie.
Sharpie.
Always keep I always keep paper, Sharpie, business cards, 2 cables, strap. If it's a gig or rehearsal or a tight area, whatever.
Mhm.
I mean, not Werther's. Maybe, well, maybe. I usually keep Altoids. I know
Got
it's funny. If it's a long night, if it's a long theater thing, if I'm running around, if it's I'll keep a liquid vitamin B.
Okay.
Oh,
Vitamin
okay.
B under the tongue, right?
Oh.
That's common. I'll do that. Those are the must-haves.
And your go-to gig bag right now, music area. Just seems
Music.
to
At this point in time.
have everything.
Until Aniki comes out with what they have.
Okay.
Aniki, they're fantastic. But 2 cables, marker, spare paper, sheet paper, laptop or iPad 50% of the time. And if I'm going to be in a green room, the other thing I'll take is this. I'll show you guys. This is kind of cool. Oh, my tick's right there underneath my laptop. This looks like a simple black box, right?
Oh, the Cafe Walter?
Boom, Cafe Walter. This is the very last one.
Wow.
Ooh.
And the very last one. I'm friends with Walter.
Cool.
And this doesn't have any markings on it. And this is kind of a beautiful story. He stopped making these.
Mhm.
And I've been bugging him for years. I'm like, I love your sound.
Yeah.
I said, you know what I do? I take this very specific, when I deal with a new engineer, I go, this is as close of a sound as I want to get. I grab this headphone amp and I grab I'm gonna look like very unprofessional lying here. AKG ATH 50s.
Okay.
You have a specific lower end response, and I go, hear me play through this headphone amp through those cans
And mimic that sound.
and get as close to. I might obviously alter it, and I think I don't know if you can't see it here on my crappy camera. I don't know if it's gonna come through.
If you put it in the plane of your face, it'll be more in focus, I think. A little
Oh,
bit.
there's a,
Yeah.
there's a little
Oh,
something written here.
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
It says for Tony P.
nice.
Oh nice.
So it's for Tony P from it's Walter, and it just says W dot right.
Yeah, yeah.
And he says, I want to give this to you. But, these are super in demand right now. He knows he's super humble, but he's like, these are super in demand. So
Where's he
he goes,
located?
pay it forward. He goes, I'm not going to charge you for this. Take this and do something. Donate. So I donated $200 to the Humane Society.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Let's
he's
give
like, pay
him
it forward.
let's give him a plug. Where is he at? Does he have a web page? Does he? I mean, people in the know.
CafeWalter.com, but he's not even doing these anymore. He has his own so he's got a Seattle business, and he does like a lot of high-end audio repair.
Okay.
Let's go to his site right now and see
Well,
what he's doing. I don't even know what he's doing for work, but
I'll do a little hunt and I'll make sure that we put a little shout out for sure, man. That's really cool that he did that.
he's a super sweet dude.
And he's in Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we still got a business and local business, Cafe Walter Audio.
CafeWalterAudio.com.
Yeah, and you got what's funny is I went there and it came up to the Facebook page.
Oh,
Oh.
But he does piezo buffers and
yeah.
theatrical sound reinforcement and so forth, and he's a really sweet guy.
Well, we'll definitely give him a plug, man. That's really cool. That's very very nice of him to do. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll bring this and a pair of ATH 50s with me
Okay.
in the gig bag. And that maxes out my gig bag.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'll have to have like a 16th jack, so from my headphone jack to this. With a laptop, those headphones, specifically those headphones,
Yeah.
2 cables, mints, my phone for like tuners and so forth.
Yeah.
I can pretty much go anywhere and learn anything anywhere.
Yeah. That's cool.
And I'm good to go, So
Mhm.
that's my personal experience.
I like it.
John, what about you, brother?
Yeah, John.
Well, my go-to gig bag right now is also from music area.
Cool.
This is actually the lower end model.
I have 2 of those. I love them.
Yeah.
I have 2 of those.
And what I do, Tony, to kind of alleviate like your issue you're talking about, because these straps are combined, what I'll do usually on the one, because I always carry it over one shoulder, I'll tighten this one all the way down so it doesn't move, but then this one's still free. So it kind of does the same thing. Not as nice and tidy as wrapping it in there, but I'll do it like that. And this one also has the same thing we were talking about. It has a nice spot here. I have
They do that well. They do. I
Yeah.
love having that front pocket. I love that.
and then this one, what's in this one?
What am I having? Okay.
Oh yeah. But
Is
there's
there a
nothing
bologna
real,
sandwich? Where's the bologna sandwich?
yeah. There's nothing fancy about
Nice.
this case. It just has a whole lot of nice padding on it and everything. I'm a little more minimalist in what I carry in the bags. Yeah, obviously I'll do a guitar strap. I only carry one cable usually. I mean, we all use Tsunami stuff, and Keith's stuff doesn't break. So it's not like when I was using anything else that I would carry 2 cables just in case. I've never had an issue
Yeah.
with Keith's stuff. I have usually an iPad Pro with me almost all the time with an Apple Pencil, because most of my charts that I get are all emailed through me. So I'll pull them up into something like Fourscore or OnSong, Chord Pro, or even even iRealDB.
iRealDB, yeah.
Yeah, and do stuff that way. So I can put set lists together on there. I mean, that's how I do most of my church gigs. And I mean, the hardest part there on most of that stuff is just you can in iReal, but you can't in the other stuff because the other ones are just mainly PDF readers. You can't transpose stuff. So I just write notes, usually just, up a half step. So I'm like, well, I mean, that's it. I just put a note at the top, up half step. And most of the stuff, it's easy enough.
So you can edit, like it's not just PDF. You can go in and you can edit.
Oh,
like instead of like A sharp, you can go, oh no, this is really F or something like that, and
yeah. I mean, the thing with Fourscore on that is what you have to do is they call it an eraser, but because it's a PDF reader for the most part, it doesn't necessarily erase everything. What you do is you actually put a white thing over the top and then you redraw it in, and that works fine. And what I'll do for that too is, like, especially I've used it in theater pits for years, and as well as I do, Tony, one theater you'll go in, one rehearsal, all right, we need to take out measures 32 through 36. So you take that, and you can actually erase the things instead of trying to cross them off or everything. So you just erase them so it's a white spot, and that's great. But then as well as I do, the next day you come in, actually put back in measures 35 and 36, and we're going to now make that a vamp.
I mean, luckily for most of mine is like preset programs. Here it is, and I'm watching the video while I'm playing, so.
So I'll do that.
What app is that, John?
Fourscore.
Fourscore.
Yeah, I think it's one of the more expensive apps, meaning I think it's $10.
Just buy it once and that's it.
Yeah.
The other rad thing is you can put links. So if you got DSs or
hot links, I've used. It takes a second to tweak those, but I've used those a lot, which helps. And especially when you have like a foot pedal that you can use to turn the pages, it's awesome.
Oh, you can't really see it.
Yeah, this year is a new iPad for me for sure. I'm gonna get an iPad.
And let me see what else I bring in. I mean, I've got a pencil in case there are any charts that are given to me. I usually because 9 times out of 10, I have a stand in front of me. I put my phone on my music stand right next to me. So, I mean, it's probably a faux pas, especially because, you can text people during book scenes and stuff when you shouldn't be. But
when you're counting factors.
Hey, as long as you don't miss downbeats. I mean, the funny thing is, though, Steve, the last thing I do is count measures anymore.
Yeah.
I've played enough shows now that it's not so much looking at something like, okay, I have 16 measures. It's more of if you're playing the music and not the book, you should know in those 16 measures what's happening.
Bang. Yeah.
You should know who's coming in. You should be knowing, is that the second verse? Is that coming into the bridge? Or is it one of those where the strings come in 2 measures before you need to come in? Or the melody kicks in here. Here's the harmony. You should be listening to the whole music so you don't have to, after you've played it a couple times, you don't necessarily need to read the score to play the show.
Yeah.
Some of the visual theater, it's we have like dramatic play cues. Okay, it'll say, Jello guns coming in 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of it's super easy.
Right. So and then I have a pair of custom molded earbuds that I'll bring. Nice. That are just regular, they pull off like 3 dB of just like the top frequencies and things. So like in small theater pits where, the crash cymbal is probably sitting right back here. It's not going to kill you all night. But otherwise, I don't carry a whole lot of stuff. And then my other bag that I've used longer, because I've known Jay forever, it seems.
Oh, yeah, Groove Gear, yeah.
This is the Groove Gear Sliver. Yeah, because I think the mono is the sleeve.
Yeah.
Mono's the sleeve.
Yeah, and this would be the sliver. Okay. I think.
Did you get that this year?
Yes. What?
Is that a new item from Groove Gear, I think?
This is their latest. No, it's because they had their regular one, the regular gig blade, and I have 3 of those.
That's right.
And I like them, but then this came out, and I love this one a lot compared to the other ones. I mean, the other ones are good, but I love this one more.
More fancy?
No, it's not. This would be like going to the Vertigo from the M80.
Okay.
I would put it. It's got a little shoe down here. What I like on here is they created this kind of cool thing. It's going to be hard to see. Here's my Hilton. Nice. That's how much I like it. I put my Hilton in this gig bag. It's got, I think he called it like a yin yang neck holder, because this side here, the heavier part, the bigger thing is here, and it's got it so it curves up like this. But on this side, the inside, it curves out. So it's kind of like when the pieces go together, it cradles the neck. So by putting it in there and zipping it up, the neck is now secured.
Yeah, it's probably less tension on it too.
Yeah. And then, I mean, it's got a little pocket right here for stuff. Looks like. Shirts. Yep. Eraser. And then it's got another one on the front here. Nothing's in there. That's where I usually put my cable. And it's got that thing where you can, you actually can put your guitar strap in so you don't have to fold it. It lays completely flat.
Okay.
Because it runs the length. Nice. And then, I mean, the biggest thing on that is I feel you carry it like a golf bag.
Is that comfortable? How comfortable?
I think it's great.
Okay.
I mean, especially if you're walking in, like, if you've got a backpack on, you can carry that over here and it's fine. Whereas if you had a backpack and a regular gig bag, you've got one off one shoulder, one off this shoulder, then you're kind of walking around like this because you don't want either of them to fall.
Interesting.
Does Jay have a double bag in his?
I don't think so. I think he's coming out with, I think a double capsule is the closest I've seen so far.
I'm looking right now.
And the capsule is kind of his hybrid soft hard case thing.
The other thing, the other bag I'd like to chat about, if I could, is it's kind of an interesting bag. I like it. Is the this Gator. If you want to do an inexpensive bag, $100 on Amazon, and I picked up a couple of these because they're pretty protective. They do have
a nice little pocket right there.
Yeah. Oh, what's in this? Oh, that's a bridge. I don't obviously dig this bag.
Over troubled water?
I googled Groove Gear double gig bag. They don't yet, but I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There's something what I love about this Gator bag. This is kind of like an in-between. It's not quite as probably as sturdy as the Mono Vertigo. It's probably like a baby step on below. But what I like about it is because of my rack and I'm storing, I want decent protection. And like the humidity in like a New England basement, where the humidity is. I have a dehumidifier running 24/7 right outside the store. But like, it's smooth back here, so I can take the straps off.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even know what the straps are for this thing. I don't gig it. This is for storage.
Yeah, it's a storage bag.
It's a storage bag, but it's solid. And the Gator, these are like $99, and if you have Amazon Prime, it's free shipping. It's like $99. This is a solid. I would gig this bag.
Yeah.
I
think this one, the lower end music area one, I think I got them on. They were doing a blowout on Amazon, and I got 2 of them for $150.
Great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I saw it. I was like, I just gotta, because I mean, you can always use other bags, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a sleeve here too. Hold on.
I had a sleeve. I liked it, but the zipper broke really quick on it. I was kind of bummed. That kind of. I know they're great. I love their idea. I love the idea of it, but not a lot of gear in it. But still, it's really a cool idea. I like them.
Right. I think the weird thing.
Jury's out on this thing. I don't know about this big, huge pocket. Like
that's it always just seemed weird.
Yeah.
Like, why do I have all this material? What am I going to do on this? I'm going to write War and Peace on this thing, like I'm going to tell a story here, how I
This
met my
gig
wife.
bag kills fascists.
Yeah, you know. I don't even know what I have. I think I know what's in here.
I think it's more fun to be like, wait, what do I have in here?
What's
Oh,
in-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think this big old flap,
Yeah.
It looked like they were trying to put like a messenger bag kind of look to it.
Yeah, if I want to go fly to Florida, I might use this one. Like it's just like
It's kind of like the iGig bags with the bat wing thing, which was
Oh yeah.
it was a great bag, but the bat wings were kind of, I don't know.
Took the sleeve.
What's in there?
used,
What base is in there?
My Rocktron.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
Those big fat. This is my truly passive bass.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's 4 knobs on here.
Hmm?
These 2 do nothing.
Oh right.
Volume.
Tone.
Oh,
And pickup selector.
that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't use this bass nearly as much as I should.
It'll go back in the rotation,
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I go, oh, I should be playing this more, and I play it, and then, I'll go to something else. Right now, my PJ and my new TP5 is getting all the love.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, that's with my Brimstone right now. It's just I find that the Brimstone is really great for recording, like really great for recording. So that's what's been getting all the work for that.
That has that big, huge humbucker up in the neck.
No, are you talking about the picture I posted earlier in the week?
Oh wait, which one's the Brimstone then?
Double PJJ.
Yeah, it's this one.
Oh, that guy. Oh, the Studio Killer.
Yeah, this thingy.
Yeah. Are those all Yates? Did you get all Yates?
These are.
Yeah. Okay.
These are, yeah. And we talked, so I believe he wound them to actually work as a solid unit.
Cool.
So right now it's, I think they're in series.
Yeah.
And then that's reverse.
Yeah.
Right. That's the DiMarzio P, whatever it is, like their power or
Model
whatever.
P, I think it is.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
And it's just volume, tone.
Or Model 1. I'm not quite. I always mix that up. I always make a mistake.
Oh,
Sorry, folks.
Cool.
But yeah, that's this thing. And yeah,
That's a Studio Killer.
This thing tracks unbelievably well.
Nice.
And I've got regular nickels on here right now. I thought I had
I know
steels
PJs,
on,
man. This is the year. PJs are like.
Yeah.
I'm just in love with PJs, man.
Right.
Can't go wrong. They're nice.
Steve's a PJ fanatic. Well, what? But now he has a particular jazz bass that he's all about.
That's true.
Yes. We all have a few basses that we like. We go back and forth. I got a few.
I'm getting one more and I'm done.
No bullshit.
I've said that before.
I called bullshit earlier when we were talking. He's like, even before he said it, he goes, "Well, I got one." I go, "Stop."
Right.
That's no. I like the attempt, but I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah.
What did John say one time? I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I mean, I'm picking up another bass on Sunday. So
there you go.
What do you get? Oh well, yeah, you're getting that. I mean, that's a big bass though. That's a heavy.
Yeah, that's the better mousetrap.
We'll have to have a whole thing on that.
We will. It's definitely got a couple of things that need some explaining because people are just I don't know what it is, but every time when you post like a new bass day picture for things, usually you get a ton of comments. I've gotten very few on that one. And I'm wondering if it's just people aren't really sure what to make of it.
Yeah, we'll have to have a thing when we have them on.
We all got new basses recently.
Yeah.
We should do a show and tell at one point.
I know. Mine's still a little bit under wraps, hush hush, coming out, but there's talk. Whatever. But we can talk. We've talked about it.
Right.
I think there's some pictures online about it right now,
I
Steve.
think so too.
Yeah, I mean, if this picture's already online, it's not really hush hush.
That's all right. But hey, we're dropping hints. You know?
Right?
Yeah.
Big hints.
Yeah.
Like, oops,
Oh,
what's that?
all right. So I want to give a shout out to my favorite all-time gig bags that you can't get anymore. Undercover.
Ooh, I remember those.
This is so I keep an eye out and I try to buy these. I'm down to one, but I love these bags. It's just huge, big carrying case, big thing, and then a front pocket. Right now it stays at home but I
Steve, show the back of that.
yeah, I had one that I bought in the early 90s or late 80s, early 90s, and the thing lasted until like the mid 2000s. I mean, it was just a monster.
So you could take those straps off
Yeah.
at line
Yeah.
at the PSA and put
Yeah.
them right in your pocket.
I just love these
Nice.
bags. And the double gig bag was rad. So that was my favorite. So if anybody finds them, they should buy them. They're just great. And they're usually pretty cheap. But I'm with you guys. I love the music area, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's just my go-to right now. And I have in the front pocket,
That's the same model as mine, right?
that's the same as yours. I always have a short and a long cable and tsunami, of course, because I always have a tuner that has on and off. So front of house guys, you know, can so I don't bug the front of house guys because I'm usually going direct. And
Well,
then-
you know, Steve, if you had a pedal board, you would just.
Nope. Nope. Italia. And then definitely I have an extra set of strings usually. I don't know, they're usually here. What is it? iPad. I haven't printed anything in probably 7 years. The other cool thing about that iPad, the Fourscore, is you can take a picture.
Oh yeah,
So
I've done
if
that a
there's
couple
ever-
times.
So if there's ever a chart I need, I just take a picture of it and I just import it. It's called Darkroom.
You guys don't play with Filoni. Filoni loves to physically write stuff.
Yeah, which is great, but you can physically write it on the iPad, which is nice.
Oh yeah.
And then
I think a lot of it's because of his eyesight. He has Joe's
It's like big band charts, like old school.
his chart is like literally his stand is like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally 4 feet across. It's ridiculous.
Oh wow.
And then my West Tones
Yep.
have those, and then I usually have my tuner. I like the Polytune, and then I have a one spot
Oh yep.
in my iPad. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just utilitarian, and that's
Right.
it. And the music areas are kind of my favorite right now because they have all the right pockets and they just work.
Yep.
So, yeah.
No pedal board for Steve.
No pedal board for
Nope.
Steve.
Wow.
I know.
Right.
Hey, 2021 could be the year of the pedal board. But I
For
don't.
Steve. I
But
mean,
I-
it's already been the year of the pedal board for Tony and myself.
Look at you
so.
guys.
John, do you gig without one?
No, I usually it depends. I've got two. I've got actually I'll pull the one out that I use all the time because it's sitting right here. Well, right now too, everything is in mid packing, so
Oh, yeah.
everything's in its case. Everything is organized.
Nice.
This is when I play direct kind of thing, theater gigs, stuff like that. I bring this.
Oh yeah, perfect. The Minnow, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a Rocktron Unity tuner. This thing's probably has the biggest display I think I've ever seen
Nice.
on it. Yeah, everything goes through the Minnow. My H9, which covers any effects I need.
Mhm.
And I'm slowly dipping my feet into the MIDI controlling this. This is my micro MIDI
Oh wow.
That's
thing.
fine.
Yeah, this thing's cool. And it'll do short taps, long taps, ways that I can change this. So I've got actually like 12 different switches at my disposal. I usually keep it at the thing where this just goes up and down because it does not have that on here. One of these is a tap and the other is a on off.
That's cool.
So
And you use what's the company that makes the little the
little micro,
button? No, the
the
pink.
buttons, these
Yeah.
ones, man, I think these are these ones are.
There's a company that aren't there?
There's a couple. There's Barefoot Pedals, and I've had those. Those ones are the metal ones. These are 3D printed. I think Stop Box Buddy. I got them from our friend Scott Gaylor.
Got it.
Oh, Scott's cool. Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Those are awesome.
You know, I'm using ones right now. There was a company at NAMM that had a bowl of them. Had a bowl on their table.
Oh, that's rad.
Nice. And I said, I don't want to be rude. May I grab a few of these? And the woman was very nice, and she goes, do you have a particular color preference? I go, you're ugliest.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So she goes, hold on. And, you know, she's all happy. And then she reached out, and she gave me, like yellow and orange. And, like,
there you go.
Like I don't know, like a dozen of them at NAMM. I scooped them, put them right in my bag. I'm like, thank you so much. You want a coffee? You know, I was going to buy her a coffee afterwards.
She's like, we've been waiting to get rid of these forever. Finally, we have a taker. I love those colors.
I mean, I get really picky on those. I try to color coordinate the actual buttons to the pedal and things. I'll admit it.
That's all right. Yeah.
Like my other one, everything is just so, it's way, way nerdy.
That's awesome.
Although the one thing I did do, which was actually a smart thing, was like on the my infinity looper from Pigtronics. Mm-hmm. I've got that and their little extension pedal. So it's 5 switches, and I've got all of them somewhat color coded. Like it's a black pedal, so I've got black knobs, except the stop button I have is red.
Okay. And
then the undo button I also have is red. So it's kind of one of those very just easily you can look down. Oh, that's the stop button right there.
That's cool. Nice.
You know, Steve, you could get a tutor, a preamp, and a DI.
I could.
I mean, that's basically everything on my pedal board.
I'm gonna stop trying to talk you into it and teasing you on it.
I know. No. But I have a carrying case for my Ready. I've got, you will
get addicted to the convenience.
This, so I can just put these in the bag. So, but a lot of the places I play, I just
picture that. I want to put this in my bag.
Yeah. Well, usually, honestly, like most of the places, they have DI, so I just plug right in. It's like,
right.
My sound is here. For me, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've toyed with it. You guys are. I'm getting a little influenced. We'll see.
To me, I leave with a bass and I leave with a pedal board.
Here you go.
Mm-hmm. Like everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Like a pedal board is essential. All right. So if I'm in the green room learning or whatever, practice, I don't need it, but it's just the bass. But for show, it's pretty.
Nice.
Demo. I've got 3 pedal boards now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's why
I've been. Go ahead. No, I was debating, since I've got the small and the big one. I've been debating making them into one giant pedal board.
Mm.
My third one it's really not even together yet. It's everything on my main one plus goofy stuff.
Yeah. See, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, because I will. I already have enough rabbit holes, but a small one might be cool. So we'll see. We'll see what 2021 brings.
You got a little funk fusion trio, and you've got, in a small ensemble, you've got more room to experiment and play,
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun. It's fun.
Yeah. No, I know. I love it.
Step on the button and goes, wow.
All right, guys. So yeah, I'm looking forward to season 3.
Season 3
will be cool. We're gonna have a bumper from Mr. Tony P.
I'll be sending that out. I'm sorry, I have a new one.
Dude, that's all right, man. It's
I'm sending when we get off this. Yeah.
Cool. And I've got a nice idea for intros, outros, and it'll be rad. I'm just glad to be back.
Oof. There we go.
I'm so happy to have you guys back, man.
Yes.
And just want to let everyone know, if there's people you want to hear, if there's people you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bass players, but in the music industry, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. We're receptive. and we're really happy to do this. We're really happy to be back. So
Let me. I think I forgot what our URL was. I think it's just bigbottompodcast.com, right?
is that Steve's BlackBerry?
I don't use a BlackBerry.
Not anymore.
iPad.
BigBottomPodcast.com.
Big
Steve-
Bottom Podcast. No, what are
I'm
you
writing
talking
a song
about?
called
iPhone.
Steve's BlackBerry.
It's
Steve's
an iPhone.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, bigbottompodcast.com. That's our URL.
Yep.
I was like, wait, what's our website? And there you can find Patreon. You can find all that stuff. Help us out. Help us produce these suckers. And
We have new sponsors coming for season 3.
yes,
So.
new sponsors coming. So we've got some cool stuff. And yeah. So what do you think, guys? Should we wrap up?
We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna
Wrap
wrap up.
up.
Oh.
All right.
Talk about bags we have in them. Basically, the core essentials. Some of this might seem self-explanatory, but we'll just go wrap up your cables, your straps, your headphones or in-ear monitors.
Yeah, gives
A
you
lot
good
of something
perspective.
else we don't talk about is batteries, but we don't
Batteries.
mention batteries. But I don't know about you guys, but
I
on
do.
my active basis,
I have.
I change my base is Christmas time every year.
Oh, nice.
So that way I always remember.
A little
Always
tip.
remember. And then, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have I think I have in all my gig bags like 2 9-volts just in case.
Yep.
All right. Even if
Yeah, I think the only one that I always have issues with, and it's just because I usually forget about it, because I don't do, switch them out at Christmas, is my NS upright. I've had that once or twice where it's died on me during a rehearsal, which thankfully was enough time for me to run out, buy some batteries, then come back.
there you go.
I had a battery die at an audition many years ago when I was a young bass player. So I said, never again will I go through that. So
I don't think I've ever had one go out, and the only time I use the 9-volts on the road are to loan one to somebody.
Oh,
But I don't
yeah.
think I've ever had. I don't think so. I don't think I remember that. But not that I forget. I'm lucky, so I should knock on wood. But actually, right now I'm not playing a lot of active basses, so I should still
Right.
knock on wood because that'll.
not going with just the hell of it, Steve. That's all.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, guys. Episode 20, season 2, wrapping up. Big Bottom Podcast.
Just general conversation and what Big Bottom does with their bags, their gig
Right.
bags specifically.
What Big Bottom puts in their bags.
And we will be hitting comments, questions. We'll be definitely addressing those. 'Cause I know one of the questions was practice routine, so we'll hit on that
Very good one.
later on, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Steve Arajo.
John Moody.
Tony Paleo.
All right, and as always, stopping recording, and we're still gonna talk some shit. So we'll see you guys. Big Bottom.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.